streets and to not stop until this regime has been driven from power. We're here because we recognize that nobody's going to do it for us. No one's going to do this for us. It is going to take us, the masses of people in this city, across this country, and everybody is welcome. Everybody is invited into this movement from different, whatever land you were born on, whatever land.
So I think some of the people attending this are hearing impaired because these speakers are ridiculously loud.
You don't worship any God.
But here we are.
You are welcome in this movement if you want to stand up and say no to a fascist America.
Got some pussy hats.
No to a fascist America.
A lot of buttons.
So we're going to get our rally started in a few minutes. We just
a lot of paper.
welcome you and let you know what's going on.
For the environmentalists. So this is happening. Pretty exciting.
We bring to you. But before we step off the stage for just a couple minutes,
pro-Trumper in the belly of the beast.
Ready to stand
a brave
up
man. A brave man.
Do you guys have the people and the hearts of people all over the world today?
Leave any comments. If you guys can hear me, leave any comments. Tell me what you'd like to see. I'd like to be your eye in the proverbial sky. I'm gonna go around. Got some Trump fans. Yeah, they're not scared anymore. They're not scared anymore. Here, let's follow them and see how they're treated. Let's see how they're treated. Man, these people are loud. Look at that.
Are you here to stand up and say
I just want to see how triggered some of these people get.
A nuclear war,
look triggered.
A nuclear holocaust with a demented bully Donald Trump threatening the whole world. Are you here to say no to that? All right, so then you are in the right place. And I want to welcome you. I want to let you know we came out in the face of a lot of lies. Did any of you guys hear
got Trump fan number 2.
Y'all hear these lies that are being whipped up by these fascist trolls and white supremacists?
Pretty exciting.
They're doing this because they recognize that there really are millions and millions in this country who hate what this regime is doing. They know that millions and millions of people detest and are disgusted by Donald Trump and Mike Pence and Jeff Sessions and the rest of them. And if we
Connection's not great.
More than just one day, if we kept coming back,
see if we can go around and see what's happening.
They know that we have the power. We're the ones who have the power to drag them out. And that is why they are threatening us. That is why they are lying about us. But that is also why we refuse to be intimidated. We refuse to be intimidated.
See what this lady is saying.
Because this is not just about us. This is about the future of humanity. And we have right on our side. We have the truth on our side. And because that is the fact, we are going to be marching today, and we're going to be marching with people.
They have the truth and the fact.
And we're going to come back tomorrow. And we're going to come back the next day. And RefuseFascism.org has a plan where this movement is going to grow. Day after day, night after night. Next Saturday, we'll tell you more about this.
George Soros has a plan, ladies and gentlemen.
After Trump has been all over East Asia, rattling the nuclear saber, we're going to be saying no to a new nuclear war. Next Saturday, we're going to rally even bigger. 2 Saturdays from now, we're going to come back 2 times, 3 times as strong. You guys are going to be part of the ones gathering your friends in your community to make sure that this movement is not a one-time moment. This is not about venting our frustration and feeling good that we did something. We should feel good for doing something, but we have to fight it all the way through. So in 2 weeks, we're going to be back even stronger. All over the country.
Oh, they're coming back in 2 weeks.
This movement is going to continue to grow. All the media, you get this down. RefuseFascism.org. In the name of humanity. Put your fist up, everybody.
Yes.
And repeat after me. In the name of humanity. In the name of humanity. We refuse to accept. We refuse to accept a fascist America. No. All right, y'all, you look beautiful. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Thank you. Shut up, looks beautiful. Fascist America. You can go inside if you like. I did. You should go inside. But aren't they going to march?
One quick housekeeping announcement, y'all, for all the folks who are on the sides, all the folks on the sidelines. There is no more sidelines to this battle, so bring your ass all in the middle. Come on and join us, all right? So come on and join us. For all the folks on the sidelines who are with us, come on inside and join us, all right?
I remember this lady, she got really mad at me because she just like flipped out, the one with the orange hat. Some of these people, man, they just can't deal with it. Alright, I'm gonna go around, see what I can see there. So guys, we are in Times Square, and there's a big demonstration, protest going on back there. I'm going around, but yeah, it's just the same types that I've seen at all these other rallies. You know, they keep talking about how Trump's a fascist, yet they're openly displaying their hatred for fascism, which, as far as I'm concerned, is sort of the first thing that's not allowed by fascists. Can you guys move? Sorry. Don't mean to sound like an asshole, sorry. But yeah, it's just, you know, the term fascism is so loosely used nowadays. These people are just throwing it around. They're just claiming everything's fascistic. Any little thing. What do you got there? Okay, we just got, oh, thank God for Trump. Look at this guy. There we go. So to me, like, people want to talk. They just want to party. That's what it all comes down to. They just want to party. Everyone just wants to dance. That's what it seems like to me. Ah, here, check this guy out. Let's see, he's got a little beret going on there. I don't know if you guys can see. These guys are here for the revolution, man. Right? It's the revolution. It's you know, the Communist Party, man. We're taking over, right? I'm joking. I hope you understand that. It seems like people just want to dance. Let me see. Sir, do you want to dance?
No.
You don't want to dance? Just in general, not right now.
Yes.
That's good. I think that we should all put aside our differences and just dance. That's what I think. We should boogie. Yes. No, that's refusefascism.org.
Can you call it out?
Later.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Hello. Cool buttons. Look at that. Anarchy. Bernie 2020. Well, it's looking like it after what's going on with the DNC, isn't it? Make America grateful again. Impeach Trump. Do you have any Lenin or Marx buttons?
Yeah, I have Marx. I don't
Yeah?
think I don't think
You have
I
Marx?
Lenin, yeah. You mean you don't mean John Lennon? Do you?
No.
I've got both at home.
Yeah. Just curious.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't think I can afford it right now, but maybe you can just give it to me. Is that okay?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Let me find it.
Okay.
Cleveland, in Indianapolis, they're gathering in Minnesota.
Maybe not.
They're gathering in St. Louis. They're gathering in Cincinnati.
No live streamers. No one has gotten shot yet, luckily.
And Boston.
So you do have one? I just want to look at it. We got Karl Marx there. Okay. So you can just give me that one, right? I can have it? Look at that. I'm a lucky guy today. See, socialism works, guys. Socialism works. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'll come back later. All right. Sorry, it's okay. So yeah, look at that. Look at that. Karl Marx button for free. Sweet. Okay. I don't want to get. Maybe I should sell this now. You want to buy a Karl Marx button? Alright. A lot of paper being used here. A lot of paper. In the belly of the beast now.
To women, to LGBTQ people, to immigrants everywhere living in terror, to Muslims, to the environment and the planet, to people who have been terrorized and brutalized by the police and by white supremacist thugs.
Oh yeah. I think Trump's tampering with the speaker system here.
We are gathering and we are going to launch a movement to new heights.
You guys might remember this guy from a while ago. This guy here.
Well, every protest matters, but I want to make clear that we don't need to step up. This is not just one day. This is a movement, sustained and growing.
A little late.
A little late.
But it's been going on.
But no, it's still a little late. It's something that we were misled when they first told us that the Tea Party was just ignorant. And now they run the country. Something that liberals
who is a beautiful human being
always
I got
one
to
step
know in
behind
this
and
struggle.
they don't.
He is somebody who is on the steering
Something that we
committee of
have
New
to
York
change.
chapter
We
on
should
Refuse
go into
Fascism.
a third party, not
He's
a
somebody who
Democratic
is one
party,
of the
not a
initiators
Republican
of
party,
Gays Against
but a
Guns.
working class party.
And he is somebody who has come to speak on behalf of one of our endorsers today. Rise and resist.
Can I see your shirt? A little confused, but alright. Hi.
Alright, New York!
What does that say? I don't speak Spanish.
10 months ago,
Oh, it's on English. Okay. Oh, it's the same thing.
We woke up after going to sleep, praying that whatever we prayed to wasn't going to be the reality that we were going to
Trump buttons.
live in. And in those days after that,
Making a killing?
I was proud.
Making a killing?
Oh.
Are you doing well?
Who are you?
Oh, my name's Taylor. Hi. Just curious.
Don't be.
Don't be curious. Don't be curious, kids. Curiosity killers.
To Macy's, when you go into Macy's and ask them how much they made today, and they answer you,
I don't want to know
then you
how. I
can
just want to know if you're doing
You
well.
can come and ask me, but you have a blessed day.
Oh, you too? Sure. Yeah, don't ask if people are doing well. Bad question. Yeah, she was really angry at me a while
So I
ago.
said, okay, I'll go and I'll check it out.
Cool buttons.
And what I heard there on that first day, on that first meeting,
My favorite Martin Luther King quote is to judge a person by the content of their character and not by the color of their skin, right?
But he said that while he was in jail.
He said that while he was in jail. Wow. Great man, wasn't he?
true and firm belief that the American people, more than anyone else, have the power to drive them out. And that is why we are here today and in 20 cities across this country, starting a mass movement that will continue day in and day out until we have millions of people doing different things every day in the streets across this nation, going from 20 cities to 50 cities to
Can I get a shot of your sign?
to 1,000 cities.
White supremacist, big fat liar, climate denier.
Canada and Mexico.
Nice. Thank you.
Out in the streets every day demanding that this
My goal for the day is to sell my Karl Marx button.
I am so proud of you. I am so thrilled to be here among you. I see friends and activists and colleagues
Wiley.
out in this crowd, and I'm so glad to see you all here.
There it is.
We have some work to do. When we finish up today, when we go back home to our loved ones, to our homes, and to our pets, we have to be resolved.
Who's a terrorist?
We have to be resolved.
Is this yours?
Sorry?
Is this yours?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Everyone in our lives. We're going to speak to the people in our places of work.
You gotta look at it with this one.
What's that?
You gotta look at it with this
Oh, is it a like an augmented reality thing? That's cool.
And to get
I see.
everyone to sign on.
Wow.
to this
Does that one do something too?
It's not ready in the app, but I can show you what it does.
Yeah.
Ceaselessly to ensure that this nightmare ends, that this Trump-Pence regime must go.
what happens
I want you all,
with this one?
here today, I want you to call your mom, call your pop, call your kids.
Yeah. So our group is called Moving, and we raise direction and advocacy campaigns for marginalized communities using virtual reality, augmented reality, and the creative arts.
Sweet.
And so we're trying to get rid of all things Columbus in terms of public institutions, monuments, streets. In New York City, we're trying to have Indigenous Peoples Day recognized.
Yeah.
And Juneteenth recognized as a national holiday.
Wow.
So that's what we're pushing for right now.
So I'm aware that Columbus, when he came here, he there's a lot of pillaging and raping going on. What did he do that was terroristic exactly?
I mean, you're saying
just like
is that not
no, like violence for political or religious gain.
So I don't have the image today, but you can see he did something called the Hawksbill punishment, where the people that he enslaved, they were required, if you were over 14 years old,
Yo, let's give it up for Jay Walker. Drive them out.
It's loud. Yeah.
Hold on, one
All
second.
right. How many folks
Yeah, do you have
in the streets
VR headsets.
the day after Trump got
Do you have a
elected?
brochure I could take or anything?
Make some noise if you were out in the
Do you have a
streets on the
brochure I could
day
take or something? Like a card?
I'll give you a
that Trump took
website.
office.
Yeah, what is it? Here,
Yeah.
I'm recording this.
Movers and Shakers
Folks in the
NYC.
streets of New York City and
At
Washington,
Movers and
D.C.,
Shakers
Washington,
NYC.
D.C. and all over the
Nice,
world.
that
Make
AR
some
stuff's
noise if
really
you were
cool.
one of the
Have a good day.
millions of people that took the streets on the day after Trump took office, part of the Women's March across the country. Make some noise if you're a part of that. Now look, we're here to join with people of all walks of life. And in particular, this regime has had its target on the backs of women. And we have a statement coming from a fierce fighter in the struggle. A fierce fighter in the struggle to recognize the equal rights of women. Make some noise if you know that women hold up half the sky and are actually incredible. Make some noise.
Women are women.
We have a statement coming from Eve Ensler, a playwright. All right, world-renowned playwright, known for the vagina monologues, world-renowned for her stance in her struggle, in her leadership in the fight for women's liberation. Let's give it up for this statement from Eve Ensler, read by Lucia from Refuse Fascism.
Are you sick?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
A message to November 4th protesters from Eve Ensler.
All right.
I stand in
Ruled by white
solidarity with
supremacists.
everyone here who refuses fascism, racism, misogyny, white supremacy, and hate. I stand against the predator in
I don't know if anyone wants to read
and
this.
his cabal, who are trying every day to kill life in all its forms, control and destroy the bodies of women, eviscerate and poison our Mother Earth, spread hate and division through their support of Nazis and white supremacists, terrorize our immigrants and non-documented workers. We must rise today and every
You guys
day
fast readers?
until this vile orange contagion has been removed.
Vile orange
And as
contagion.
we resist, unite our collective imagination in order to build a new world and a new time of caring, nurturing, equality, and love. This nightmare must end. The Trump-Pence regime must go.
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful message from Eve Ensler. That's right.
Got capitalism at its finest.
Oh,
can I get a shot of that?
When Donald Trump was
14 warning signs of fascism, powerful and continuing nationalism, disdain for human rights, identification of enemies, supremacy of the military, rampant sexism, controlled mass media, obsession with national security, religion and government intertwined, corporate powers. Wow, this is a lot to read. Hold on. What's 10? Labor. Okay, labor power is suppressed, disdain for intellectuals and the arts, obsession with crime and punishment, rampant cryonism? What is that?
It's like basically it's basically kind of like fascism, like just
Cryonism is like fascism. Okay. I gotta look that one up later. And cryonism and corruption fraudulent elections. Fuck Trump. Cool. Thank you for letting me get a shot of that.
And the court said you can't do that, and he said that these courts are out of line. And he had his spokespeople come out and threaten the courts. There has been a huge upsurge in violence and terror and vandalism against mosques.
So I would try and get some interviews, but it's so loud here where I just feel like I'd have to yell here for humanity. Oh, sorry. Oh, can I see your shirt? Wow. Do you know who did the art on that?
No, but
oh,
you go to sunfrog.com.
Yeah. Cool. Sunfrog. Cool. I like the art. Hi. Alright. Pussy hats. Pussy hat. Pussy hat.
And support from the people in power. This is how fascism comes to America. And it's very important that everybody take a stand. Whether you're Christian, whether you're atheist, whether you're Buddhist,
Pardon
whether
me.
you're Jewish, that when Muslims are under attack, we are all
attack. Crazy.
By police. I want you guys to make a lot of noise and give it all the love in your heart. Let's bring up Imam Konate Suleiman.
Suleiman. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What do you think the #1 problem with the Trump administration is?
Where do I start?
Wherever.
I think the war on civil liberties is a serious
Civil
problem.
liberties?
Yeah.
Which ones in particular?
Like voter suppression
Yeah.
is a huge problem.
How's that happening? There's so much news, it's hard for me to keep track of everything.
Yeah. Well, it's done by multiple different ways. Are you videotaping?
Yeah.
Okay. They have voter rolls. They've, gutted the parts of the Civil Rights Act. They do gerrymandering, redistricting. So politicians have done it.
Oh, all of them. Okay.
But
we're screwed then, I guess.
We're not screwed. You have to make your voices.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Questions are tough, kids. There's the first mask. That's probably my sign to get out of here. A lot of colored hair. Lovely. Be careful here. It's a Ouija board? Not really sure what's going on here.
Want to make one of these megaphones?
Oh, it's a megaphone. Thanks.
Just looking.
Make one.
No, it's okay. I want to watch someone else make one. That's how I get excited. Oh, it's okay. Thank you so much. Well, it's relatively calm, which is good. Here we go. It's a great way to make money. Coming out here, that's the way to do it. I should have capitalized on this shit. So guys, relatively calm here. Nothing crazy, luckily. I like his beret though, that's pretty cool. Mind if I get a shot of your beret? It's pretty rad. It kind of reminds me of Street Fighter, right? Yeah. Is there what inspired you to wear it?
I'm part of this group called CASU. It's called the Communist Anarchist Socialist United Front.
Communist Anarchist?
It's Socialist United Front.
What's Communist Anarchist?
Basically, we're an organization uniting the entire left.
Okay.
So we got the ancoms, we got the comms.
What's anarcho-communism? Because to me it sounds contradictory, right? So like if you want anarchy, you want little to no government. But if you want communism, you want government's control over everything.
The thing about anarcho-communism and communism and anarchism in general is that the end goal is basically what we strive for. For example, we strive for a stateless society that basically breaks all boundaries and borders.
Yeah.
That we try to aim for a united world that is not only loving and peaceful.
Yeah.
And instead of
I'm all for love and peace, that's for sure.
And instead of saying, for example, you're white and I'm Asian,
yeah,
we just see each other as people.
I identify as black. Yeah.
And we just.
Why are you laughing?
And we just see each other as people, you know?
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah. No, that's cool. But what communism is like is governmentally enacted.
Marxist-Leninist is government enacted because it goes by a vanguard party.
Yeah. That's not what you want.
No.
Yeah, so you're not a Marxist.
The end goal, in the end, is to be able to have a stateless society. That's what communism is in general.
Okay. But that's anarchy, isn't it?
Yes.
So I think, what I think, correct me if I'm wrong, what I think you really mean when you want communism, you just want people to share stuff.
Common ownership, not collective.
Okay.
Not shared among by the few, but common. Basically.
Can I have your hat?
Personal property.
No, can I have your hat? I mean, tell me why I can't.
Because it's personal property. We identified the differences between private property and personal property.
Okay.
Personal property is basically like toothbrushes and hats.
So like when do you draw the line of someone having too much stuff? Who gets to make that decision?
I mean, whatever you have, you have. We can't take it away from you.
No worries.
But regardless of the means of production, you're not going to be able to have the means of production to exploit others.
Okay. So, but who defines what's exploitation?
Basically, for example, my question for you is who gives the right for anyone to decide their wage?
Your wage? It depends on what you're willing to work for.
Because I came from Vietnam, and do you know about the Nike incident with the whole non-humanitarian?
There's some really shady dealings with no, it's like just slave labor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor wages and so on.
And that's the same thing for China.
Yeah.
And it was basically instructed by corporations and various companies. That could be considered as exploitation.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
I'd like to talk to you if you don't mind. I'd like to have you tell me why you're here and what your hope is for the
all right.
protest.
I still like your beret, big time.
Thank you. Would you like a date?
Oh, I actually got one already. Oh. Thanks, man. How are you doing? May I ask your opinion today?
I don't like this.
Don't like it?
So.
What? Why not?
I'm American.
Yeah. Gotcha, man.
You don't mind to put me on the camera?
No worries. Enough said. Have a good one. All right. You mind if I ask your opinion on camera? No?
It begins.
Hi.
We the people.
Peace and love, guys. Peace and love. Right?
The single positive result of the so-called election of Donald Trump.
All right. I'm going to try and get out of this corral here. They've kind of...
So they've said that you're going to be here until...
The responsibility lies with us.
All right, well, the last thing I want is to get shut in here.
I am
That wouldn't be good.
by all the street demonstrations that I had that have been a constant.
So guys, let me know what you think in the comments.
By the planned marches in Washington during the time of the inauguration.
Yes, communism.
And by the major demonstrations in every state capital on this day of the electoral college. Now, we know it's up to we the people, and we will not.
Maybe I can get their opinion. Would I be able to get your guys' opinion about what's going on today? Yeah. If I was a black guy, they probably would have talked to me. Oh well.
Of that future to which we aspire. Democracy.
Exciting. I'm trying to get out of here. How do I get out of here? All right. Do you mind if I get your opinion on what's going on today?
You can talk. I'm not feeling well.
Not feeling well? Is it possible to get your opinion on camera?
For what?
Just what's going on today. Give me your thoughts. Penny for your thoughts.
Pathetic turnout.
Say again?
Pathetic turnout.
Pathetic turnout. Too small?
Way too small.
Yeah.
America's just going to stand by and wonder why we went fascist.
Yeah.
It'll be too late.
So tell me some of your main grievances with the movement and what you think some of the bigger problems are with the administration.
The administration?
Sure.
Run by a total idiot and a bunch of sleazebags.
Yeah.
Destroying the country. The Republicans have been destroying the country for generations now.
Yeah. What sort of things specifically are being done in the from the political sort of legislative standpoint that you disagree with?
Gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering.
And the tax program is ridiculous.
The tax program is ridiculous. Yeah.
Lack of subsidies to programs like infrastructure, science schools, things that make the country great.
You know, one thing that I wasn't a big fan of was his deal with Saudi Arabia. Because one of the funniest things is he ran on sort of non-interventionism and being a nationalist and so on. But then he does a deal with Saudi Arabia, one of the biggest violators of human rights on the planet.
Yeah, and that buy a lot of weapons.
They do buy a lot of weapons, yeah. Could you imagine if Hillary Clinton had won, what kind of deals she would have done with them? She was already taking money from some of the bigger organizations through the Clinton Foundation. So, both are scary to me.
Yeah, but there's a difference.
Yeah.
Hillary is basically a liberal Republican,
and
Trump's a fascist.
Okay.
So there's a difference.
I gotcha, fascist. So what, for my audience, I feel like I have a definition, but people use the word fascism in the same light as like Hitler and Mussolini, right? So what are some of the similarities that specifically can be attributed to the word and definition of fascism?
Authoritarian, nationalism, militarism, emotionalism, hyper-nationalism.
So
emotionalism rather than thought, anti-science, anti-rational.
So what specifically from a legislative standpoint is fascistic so far?
People being arrested, the whole existence of Guantanamo Bay.
Well, Obama said he was going to close that and then he kept it open.
Didn't say Obama was great.
Yeah.
DOJ being used to go after political opponents.
Yeah.
They're talking about Hillary, but there's plenty of people who are being arrested because they're protesting.
Yeah. So, people are being arrested just for protesting?
Well, they're talking about it.
Yeah.
That gets the attention.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, around the country, people who protest get arrested. Journalists have been arrested.
Yeah.
And it's suppressing free speech.
Journalists have been being arrested well before the Trump administration now. I mean, it happens often. There's a lot of just political
Trump is just
overlord.
Continuing along the arc.
Yeah.
Not something new.
Oh,
He's just the worst example.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, thank you for your thoughts. I guess sometimes what I think is when you hear the word fascism being used so, I would say flagrantly in many ways, it sort of puts the people who lived under Hitler and Mussolini kind of to shame in a way, because there was a whole nother level of obviously genocide and just political corruption. And I also feel like if the Trump regime was truly fascistic,
You can take it the other way of saying if fascism is only an extreme example, then you can't use words at all.
Do you think maybe words can be limiting sometimes, and we unfortunately have to categorize things? Yeah, that's what I think. Someone's mad. Interesting. Well, I really appreciate your time. I think a lot of people that I've talked to, especially younger people, although you guys are spry and youthful and full of vigor, of course you miss. A lot of the younger people don't seem to have many answers for me. I try and do the Socratic method and critical thinking and try and play devil's advocate just to see how people's arguments stand up. And you certainly have a lot more to say than some of the other people I've spoken with. So thank you for that. Have a great afternoon. Okay. Take care. How much are the hats? 25. Woo! Just curious. Yeah, no, they're great. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Tell me what you think. I don't know if anyone's there. I think we got some spoken word going on here.
Brother, give this to the OGs doing life with you and pray for the problems with the Pope psychology. So the Vatican will offer an apology for destroying the people.
All right. Yeah. A little tired in here. See if I can get some opinions. I don't know if anyone wants me to do interviews or anything.
And please live the revolution instead of always dying for it. I love y'all. Thank you very much. Get home safe. Get home safe. And keep educating your children.
Educate the children. Raise the money.
God bless you. And to the people that are angry, I hope you wake up.
Cool.
And he doesn't care about you. You're just another cog in the wheel. You're nothing to him. You're another number he's gonna scam like he's done a million times. You're not from New York. I'm from New York City. I'm from Harlem. We know a fraud when we see a fraud, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for a motor technique.
Would I be able to ask your opinion on camera about what's going on today? Just give me your basic thoughts. Oh, I asked him.
I can't. Sorry, sir.
So, are you the boss?
Let's try this one more time. I think y'all know.
That's cool. You can't think for yourself and decide whether you want to be interviewed?
Please leave.
All right, no Trump, no KKK, no. I said no.
Can't answer their own questions. They can't. Not their own questions. They can't answer questions from other people. That dude had to answer to that woman. That woman had to say, no, you can't talk to him. That's how independent thinkers operate.
For more than just this moment and more than just today.
Next Saturday.
The music that we make together and the culture that we make together.
Funny.
Sustain this movement. This is a more than one day thing, y'all. Like Sara said, we're coming back out. Next Saturday,
I'm just thankful that all these police officers are here protecting the people who condemn them so often. So many of these people here would be the first to shout down these police officers and call them terrorists and so on when these guys are protecting them. Hysterical. So funny. Thank you for your
I said, do you have friends? Will they be here? Will you bring them here? Will you bring them here the next week? Because this movement grows from thousands to millions starting today. Now we're going to hear from another musician, a Grammy Award-winning composer, right, of the Afro-Latin Jazz Orchestra. I've seen this guy take the
I gotta try and get out of here.
Like it was singing inside.
Let's go talk to some Trumpians. Let's do that.
Also,
Wait for prison. Trumpers. Trumpsters. I want to see how you guys are received today.
Actually, it was a lot better than you would have expected.
Yeah? What do you guys think about what's going on today?
Well, I think it's all right. We all have the freedom of speech to state our
Sorry. Speak up.
It's like, for me, it's okay. You know, people have the right to voice their opinion.
You're in a place to be today.
Yeah. Do it peacefully.
I'm okay with whatever they say, but I want to speak to them and know why they believe what they believe.
Yeah.
And just have an open discussion.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about. Maybe they'll change my mind, maybe I'll change theirs.
I gotcha. Some brave young men.
Afro-Latin Jazz Orchestra, Arturo O'Farrell.
Yeah, this stuff on this.
Right.
This is Arturo.
Let me see if I can get out of here somehow.
As a musician, I've never seen
Excuse me, guys.
the United States.
Can I get out of here? Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Free from the shackles of communism.
We have become the laughingstock of the planet. We are feared.
I want you guys to know also that some of what I say is most certainly joking and hyperbolic, even though the tagline of my channel is fighting hyperbole. I do like to make jokes as well, so I don't want to diminish any actual valid arguments, but I do like to have fun. We gotta have some fun.
And deeply embarrassing moment in America.
All right, so I'm gonna go over here and talk to some Trumpsters, see what these guys think about what's going on today. The regime. What's funny is I think I see these guys, the warriors. that are just like following these other people.
And fear-mongering.
It's interesting.
It is also the most repressive.
Sir, do you mind if I get your opinion on what's going on today?
Ever seen. Designed to keep
You don't mind, or you do mind? You don't want to give your opinion? Why? I mean, you're out here with a sign. That's kind of something that a lot of them do, is they come out with a sign and then they don't say their feelings. I just want to get some basic thoughts. Not into it?
I'm just supporting my friends.
Supporting your friends, okay. All right, have a good day.
Bring tremendous pain to our shores. The Trump and Pence regime must be brought down immediately. A statement from an advisory board committee member of Refuse Fascism, Latin Grammy Award
these guys in the
renowned musician Arturo Alfaro.
Biker gang, they're like, it's almost like they're looking to go beat up those Trump people. That's what it looks like to me. Just saying. Thanks, man. Thank you.
About national future rock.
All right, so.
Okay, y'all. So we hit. I emphasized this at the beginning, but I'm gonna tell you again.
I think Duke de Richelieu. I think the sign said Hillary for prison, but just so you guys know, there's this group. There's this group of like biker gang type guys, warriors, and it looks like they're just standing next to all the Trump supporters. It looks like, I don't know, I don't think they're there to help them. It looks like they're there to kind of antagonize. So you guys have a look here. You can see. There we go. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your opinion on today? So what's going on? No? Don't want to voice your opinion? Okay.
So if that is you, make some noise.
All right, well, that's disappointing. So yeah, it looks like these dudes.
We are marching today in 2 dozen cities. We were lied about. We've been threatened.
Yeah, it looks like they're there to antagonize the Trump supporters.
Armed militias.
Sir, do you mind if I get your opinion on what's going on today?
Pathetic, it looks like to me.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of complaining going on like usual.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna get nothing done.
Yeah.
This is what America is, a bunch of crybabies.
We got your back.
That's all I
people in Austin.
Thank you, Beer. Thank you. Shit.
And more than that, we are saying we've got your back to the people of the world.
So that guy said they were a bunch of crybabies.
And terrified by the Trump-Pence regime and his finger on the nuclear button. Am I right?
Ma'am, do you mind if I get your opinion on today? Just generally, tell me your thoughts.
My thoughts about Trump?
Anything you want to be heard.
I would like us as a society to have trickle-up economics.
Trickle-up economics.
Yeah, instead of trickle-down.
Yeah.
I think that would be good, and this guy's got to go. He's a traitor. How anybody in this country...
Trump's a traitor?
Yes, he is a traitor. And a moron.
A moron.
Yeah. Well, his Secretary of State said that he is, so I'll believe him.
So how do we do it? How do you propose? What steps do you propose going forward?
We have to get the Democratic Party united because they are bumbling.
Yeah.
They're bumbling.
Well, you heard about Donna Brazile and
you know what?
Elizabeth Warren admitting that it was the DNC rigged the primaries against.
I don't know if they rigged the primaries.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I did vote for Hillary. I'm not a big, what was my choice? It was really Hillary or Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and so I voted for Hillary.
It doesn't seem like they want us to have conversations, do they?
No, I guess not. But I'm just saying, I think that the Democrats have got to get together. Whatever Hillary did, you know, all politicians are a little bit slimy.
Yeah.
So, whatever she did, I think it wasn't even against the law. It just was a little slimy.
A little slimy?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. Have a good day.
Fascist trolls. Today we, people...
Fascist trolls?
...cities and towns across the country have overcome fear and uncertainty, recognizing the grave danger...
Would I be able to get your opinion on camera?
Probably not.
No? That's okay. I like the hat. Have a nice day.
Must end. The Trump-Pence regime must go. And in the name of humanity, we refuse to accept a fascist America. And we are rallying today to begin a new phase
entirely
of the struggle,
exciting.
to bring about what millions of people ache to see.
All right, so we got a decent amount in here. Having a look. Done my best to try and have conversations with a lot of these people. What do you mean, these people?
This should be the map in textbooks in school. When they look at the American, the country, they should be like, this is the map of textbooks in school, right? All right, talk or something. Don't just be taking pictures. There you go. I do not support Hillary. How dare you?
And climate change. We'll be starting environmental regulation.
Yeah. She's a traitor to the human race.
He's a traitor to the human race.
Section clear. You have to go in your statement.
Police doing a good job keeping it moving. All right.
So, give me a second.
And go around the other side, see what's going on here.
But now,
I think this is the part where they sacrifice the lamb.
Who will end?
Not entirely sure.
It's only the determined struggle of millions of people.
Let's see what she says. Hi, could I possibly get your thoughts?
Sure.
Could I get your thoughts on camera? Tell me what you want. Who are you?
I'm Julie.
Hi, Julie.
How you doing?
Tell me what your thoughts are.
Get rid of him.
Rampant criminality. So what are some of the things that he's done specifically?
Obstruction of justice.
Obstruction of justice. What happened there?
I need to repeat what's been reported by
Maybe
Michael Isikoff.
Some of my audience might not know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Read Michael Isikoff. Read Korn and Mother Jones. Read the reporting. There's in-depth investigative reporting. There are two sides. There are two sides. There are people who are no longer receiving actual news.
Yeah.
There are people. We used to consume the same set of news and draw different conclusions.
Yeah.
Now we have two completely different set of news. We have two different worlds. We have Trump world and the world.
Yeah.
And the Trump world is receiving a completely different set of news, and they're living in an alternate universe.
So what was the bombshell that was found evidentially?
There are so many smoking guns.
Yeah.
They should all be bombshells.
So why hasn't he been indicted?
Because the Republicans are in control of the House and the Congress, and the Congress is the one that has to bring up the bills of impeachment, and they won't because they want to further their agenda.
Okay, so that's why he hasn't been indicted.
Right.
Okay, so like if they were to go to court, what would be the evidence?
There is more on Trump than they had on Nixon.
Yeah. So like, what's the one?
Obstruction of justice.
But like, but what? What did he do? What was the obstruction of justice?
There is clear evidence that he was at meetings where he approved of collusion with Russia.
What's collusion?
What about the collusion, the uranium?
I'm sorry, sir.
Thank you very much for your time, okay? Take care. Triggered.
With more police brutality and mass incarceration. That threatens the environment that's even more including with news. That this is a regime that despises women, from the sexual predator in chief to a vice president normal. And who have thought that letting Trump's generals run the show would bring adult supervision into the room. Now you see that you have a president and a chief of staff who denies the horror of slavery and the necessity of a civil war to end it. And today, November 4th, as Donald Trump stomps into Asia, 7 billion.
So guys, I just tried to have a conversation with a lady who had a sign that said Trump's a traitor. So I asked about why he is one. She mentioned obstruction of justice, and then I asked her what specifically, and she said there's a lot of smoking guns, and she seemed to have a lot of different fingers pointed in a lot of different directions without any definitive path towards evidence that she so claimed was found. And there we go. Sorry about the stream, guys. There you go.
In fact, the horrific danger.
I agree.
Hi, Miss. Miss, what do you?
Yeah. He's obviously hiding something.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know, but he's obviously, we don't want to see any so-called tax bill when he can't even show us what's in his.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I will show that he pays very little in taxes, much like any billionaire that has lots of fines in the law. Much like most millionaires and billionaires that have the resources and attorneys to find the loopholes to do everything legally and paying little taxes legally.
To work for them.
Yeah.
I mean, some good people. I mean, I would type up their memoranda where they would do this tax research, how they could do these things. They had words like instant transaction. They would, I don't know if I understand. They would buy something or sell it before or after midnight. The thing is, the real is just they're going to trillions of dollars. All we get it from Medicaid, schools, veteran.
Well, thank you. Have a great day.
Are you with the group?
I'm on my own little YouTube channel.
Well, we start with the 2-week plan.
That was a lie. You guys are super special. You're my little YouTube channel.
There are plans for different protests, speak outs, rallies, outreach in most days in most cities. And so Sarah and Jamel are going to tell you the plans for New York.
Yes, the revolution. It's time. We're all Che Guevara now, aren't we? Buddy, Mohammed. All right. Yeah, tell me, just give me your thoughts, whatever you want to say.
That was great. Yeah, being passionate, that's great.
Sorry, I've got bad hearing.
Okay, now I see people being passionate, people with creative signs, people coming out in costumes, great.
Nice, man. So what's refusefascism.org? Who runs that? Oh, do you work for them or just like volunteering? Or how does
volunteering.
Okay.
So you should probably ask someone who knows more about it.
So what are some of the main reasons that come to mind for you why you think the Trump-Pence regime must go?
Because Trump has a different stance on fascism. He enables.
Sorry, I'm got bad hearing. If you don't mind speaking up.
Trump he's enabling fascism. He's not
enabling fascism.
He's not speaking out against it.
Yeah.
He's giving.
So he's not condemning fascism. So therefore he's a fascist.
No, but he allows them to grow and spread.
Like who?
Like the alt-rights.
So what's the alt-right?
Alt-right.
I've heard of it, but I still haven't had anyone define it.
Alt-right is a new movement. It's been coming up for like 2 years of alternative, right, conservative ideas based around limiting immigration, and it's the whole thing, man.
Like, what has he done specifically from a legislative, sort of political standpoint that you disagree with?
Because I'm Jewish, I would love to know. Anybody else might call him a Nazi?
He surrounded himself by Nazis or a lot of Nazis.
Okay, like? Such as? Can you give me some examples? Oh, you're not going to speak? Oh, I see how it is. So you're all about an open discussion on his people you agree with.
I'm just watching that.
Well, you were speaking to this.
Not here for debating.
Okay, well, I mean, then why were you guys? So is there? Well, you were speaking to him, but not to me. Yeah. Can you give me an example? Why? A reason? No?
I think conversation is good, right? Dialogue.
Conversation is good. Step back. Oh, but they don't want that.
Okay. All right. Well, I definitely don't want any tension, but there's going to be tension when people are having political conversations. We want to talk about what's important in the world.
We just need to do our jobs, so we just call it.
yeah, you know, I kind of feel sorry for that kid in a way, just because I don't think he really knows what he's talking about. I mean, I'm sure he has some legitimate grievances, but, you know, I just go back to the time when I was 19, 20, pardon me, and I was working for Greenpeace, and I was super anti-capitalist kid, you know, running around, slapping Greenpeace. Not everything is black and white. Not everything is black and white. We're all shades of gray.
And apply that lesson anew. But what many of you don't know is Pastor...
Again, guys, sorry about the connection.
That had they stood up to Hitler at the very beginning, at a time when the direction and the logic of the Nazis was clear, but the carnage had not yet fully begun, that even though there would have been tremendous sacrifice,
Simple on the live stream.
it would have been worth it. It would have worked. It might have worked, he said, and think of what would have been avoided if they had tried that. We surely face a situation today no less grave.
You guys are awesome. Make sure to leave a like. Leave a like on the video, guys. That really helps. Putting my life on the line with these super. Sorry about the quality.
And are part of this great fight, and that we represent the interests of humanity as a whole.
So with this, I've just been kind of going around and around, which is pretty boring. Leave a comment with anything you guys want me to do. Obviously, provided it's legal.
And there is a way to do it. Beginning here, and beginning now, and beginning with each.
Here we are, all these guys back here in Times Square.
And then we're going to go on from there. So I'm going to ask you to join me in pledging.
See if I can get a water.
In the name of humanity, I refuse to accept a fascist America.
Just a small water.
This nightmare must end. The Trump-Pence regime must go.
Getting a water.
The Trump-Pence regime must go. The Trump-Pence regime must go.
Sorry.
What?
Love that fancy word, French word, regime. You guys want anything? You guys want like a... Gens, the makers of Stella Artois.
Yes. All right, Joe. We got just a couple
Très bien, très bien. Thank you. Merci, merci.
We want to take you through before we hit the streets.
I can use a Stella right now.
You just heard a serious plan. And it's a plan, as he said, not just for one day.
All right. Got Tim up in this. Doing his recording.
That they know that
I already talked to her.
hate what they are doing.
I'm gonna try. This is my second try. I'm gonna try. Is it possible to get your opinion on what's going on?
They're not going to be.
I literally just want to hear anything you have to say. I'm not gonna.
I'm just here to support my president.
Just here to support your president?
People in New York who don't.
There's a lot of people who don't.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Maybe, maybe to keep everything even, I can just.
Oh no, I need this.
We want to ask every single one of you to make that pledge you just did with the NBC. To make that pledge mean something. To carry it through. There's a sister over here. Won't you sign up for the pledge? She says Trump discriminates against the disabled people. Trump discriminates against disabled people. She came out here. I know it's hard to get around New York City in a wheelchair. Am I right? And she came here and she came to the front of the rally with that. And I'll tell you, we've all seen the pictures of people in the wheelchairs, people who are disabled, going to jail against the murderous actions of this.
I don't know what these guys are doing.
That has been righteous. If they can do that, we can do this.
There you go.
This cannot be their fight alone.
Here we go. Maybe I can get an interview with this lady. Let's see what she's got. Can I get a shot of your sign? Is that okay? All right. So you got little piggy Trump. You got Giuliani, Chris Christie. You got what's that lady's name? crochet though?
My daughter made it for me.
I don't have to be I'm just a vlog. This should work fine, but yeah. So, I'm not going to be able to hear anything. Thank you very much.
What you have done. I'm going to take this flash together, but I want you to take it as a selfie. And you're going to post it. You're going to post it up on your feed. And if you don't have social media, you're going to text it. Like Jay said, you're going to text it to your mama, text it to your father, text it to your sisters, everybody, your siblings, I don't care who. But text it to your people. Alright, so we're going to do this together. Everybody got their phones out? Raise them up like this so I can see them if you got your phones out. Alright. Alright? Make sure you're ready.
Do you support Sincera Taylor's Maoist views?
Go for the crime. We'll see what we're doing in 15 seconds. And at this point, y'all should know in my heart, because we've done it a bunch.
Do you support Sincera Taylor's Maoist views?
The metaphor for this is all the job training.
She's actually a self-proclaimed Maoist.
Which is right. So everybody ready?
Everything she's saying is right. That's actually her worldview, right?
I'm a troll? What's a troll? I just ask questions.
That's her worldview.
That's called, that sounds like paranoia right away. See, here's what I think. I think you have a hard time answering difficult questions.
No, ask me anything.
Yeah, no, well I did before and you got angry and kind of walked away. You kind of did it now is what it seemed like. Yeah. You have a good memory. I'll give you that.
She's got kind of a scary.
I'm like your president. Who has a good memory when it's
What do you mean my president? I mean, I'm American. Like, he's the president of the United States. For now. Well, yeah, well, I think maximum 8 years.
That's her worldview. She's a self-proclaimed now.
In the name of humanity.
And she's a self-proclaimed communist. No, she's self-proclaimed. She's actually said it herself.
Who are you talking about?
Sincera Taylor.
Yeah.
She's just on the stage. Who cares? She has a Maoist worldview. Self-proclaimed. She's a self-proclaimed communist. She's actually a member of communist groups. I mean, her worldview kind of is disconcerting. I basically think her worldview is radical authoritarian.
Yeah.
Either way you slice it. I wouldn't want her in charge of things, just like I wouldn't want Richard Spencer in charge of things.
Yeah.
As a classical liberal. Of course, being a classical liberal, most of the people here would call me a Nazi.
So maybe you can define for my viewers the difference between what a lot of people think liberalism is that are here and maybe what you think it is, or classical liberalism.
Well, you know, classical liberalism, well, obviously, give me a second.
Sure.
Because it's a big thing. I'm basically a Lockean classical liberal.
Yeah.
You know, I believe in the primacy of the individual, essentially.
Yeah.
Contemporary liberalism concentrates more on sort of collectivist ideas. You know, collective, I mean...
Do you think maybe progressivism is more what these people might ascribe to than liberalism?
No, radical left.
Which is further on the spectrum towards the left than liberalism?
Especially Sincera Taylor. She's a radical left.
Yeah.
She's a communist.
Yeah, she's a communist, yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
For anybody to look up. Actually, and it's funny, you know, I don't think that the enemy for people like Sincera Taylor and her followers, I don't think the enemy is, you know, the far right. I think their real enemy is classical liberalism. You know, I think their real enemy is, you know, traditional Western values, the middle class. That's
you guys just do that on
sure.
that side.
That's who really keeps.
Can we stand right here?
What?
Can we stand here to block the noise?
Like away from this.
All right. I really think that it's like it's a pesky everyday sort of middle class that gets in the way of their communist revolution.
Yeah.
I don't think that they really care about like the far right at all.
Yeah.
You know, I think that they care. I think that they're more, you know, I mean, if you talk to a lot of these people, they have this, like, you know, this disdain for the bourgeoisie kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, a lot of them are Marxists. I mean,
they're straight up
Marxists. Yeah, Marxists, and one guy said that he's a communist but not a Marxist. And had a difficult choice.
Civil rights comes out of classical liberalism. A priori of examination. They really don't believe that. They actually believe that's some construct.
Yeah.
You're getting all the fucking postmodern left bullshit.
Well, I appreciate your time. What's your name?
All right, man, John.
John, I'm Taylor.
Taylor.
Nice to meet you.
What is your, you have a YouTube channel?
I'll tell you. Let me just sign off real quick.
You got it.
Alright guys, so the live stream is being crazily interrupted. I have bad service here, and now there's only 17 of you guys in here. So I'm gonna sign off. Stay tuned for a video. Hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Give me some money if you can, if you have it. I know you have it.